Hello everyone and welcome back to another video where today we're going to be talking more in depth about the new Halo campaign Evolve, and I can't get over it. Also, my face cam is on right here, but we're back here with your average video game nerd. I have my detective thing on. It's not a detective thing. What am I saying? Doesn't matter. We're going to go more in depth about the Halo campaign Evolved trailers, which there's only like 2 or 3 of them. I think we're just going to go through 2 of them, but the most important things is mainly what is shown, because I didn't go too far in, especially the gameplay side of things, so he sees my screen, you guys see my screen, obviously, and we're going to be talking about this, obviously. Do you have any thoughts you want to say before this thing starts, or?
I'm just ready to watch it.
Alright, awesome. So this is Campaign Evolved, the Silent Cartographer trailer, which is just the trailer part, but I mean, again, it looks like a Blur Studios cutscene, you know?
According to the data in their networks, the ring has some kind of deep religious significance. They call it Halo. They believe that Halo is some kind of weapon.
What sort of weapon is it?
One with unimaginable power.
I just want to pause it real quick, sorry. We're going to go through this as we go on. There's obviously a lot of dialogue that we're hearing right now, and I think a lot of that, from what I've heard, is that there's going to be new voice lines, and also I think they're taking some old voice lines, because it sounds very similar. I can't really tell which one is new or old, but I would assume that they're still going to be using old voice lines from actors that aren't able to make it from the original Halo, which is hopefully the case, because I think Fohammer might be... which is, you know, the girl pilot that we never see again after the first one, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's the same lines as the original. I could be wrong. Maybe they got her back. I'm not exactly sure. But this is obviously a scene from the original. But I want to pause it here because this was something I noticed when I first watched the trailer, and it kind of bothered me a little bit. I can't really tell specifically like what kind of armor this is. Like really, like what kind of how do you say? Version of the Elite that rank the Elite is. Obviously Combat Evolved Anniversary had more Elite Sang Healy vibes from Halo Reach, if anything like that, although it wasn't as much as Halo Reach, but it was still kind of Halo Reach. Oh my god, I wish Web would stop doing that. But obviously that's what it was doing. Now this time it looks like it's basically based off of Halo Infinite's designs of which again, you're going to see a lot of that in all of this, which I already saw when I first saw this stuff, and I don't know how you feel about that, but like changing the art style to fit like the newer designs when it wasn't like that in the original and was much different. Yeah, sure, it was older designs and they changed over time anyway, but like I'm not a fan of that. I really am not, because like it's not Halo Infinite, it's Halo Combat Evolved, you know? Like I don't know, art style wise. Do you have any thoughts on that? Or
Again, I don't think I remember too much of the original, other than I maybe played it.
yeah, that's fair.
But other than that, I think the new designs look decent.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're not Halo 4 and 5 Sang Healy designs, you know. At least, thank God. But you know, they have still like, I mean, you can just kind of tell. Either way, it still looks good. Don't get me wrong, it still looks good. And again, we'll always have the original, but I have to mention it because it did bother me. And you see it more as it goes on, but
Chief, you gotta find the cartographer.
like that scene right there, this little scene right here where Master Chief is doing this looks so well done. Yeah, again, there should be more polishes within the cutscenes for sure, but it looks great. I love it.
Keep him busy as long as we can.
Fire Team Charlie, we're on our way.
Touchdown! Hit it, Marty!
Okay. Melee is kind of similar. I know we're going to get more into this, but the Needler design is so much like Halo 2 Anniversary and Halo Infinite's Needler design, and like, it is really bothering me. It's just really bothering me. I think it's also similar to like that in the Anniversary of Combat Evolved, but I could be wrong. But I don't know. I wish they would just kind of go back to the style, and I don't know. We'll talk about it later because he picks it up, I think, in the actual gameplay, but Warthog looks great. Again, the graphics look amazing. The water looks very well done. And the Jackals. Hunters look
Covenant are
awesome.
putting up a real fight. The cartographer must be here.
Yep, there's the pistol. Plasma grade looks great.
Give them hell, Chief.
Some of the music, I'm assuming, is obviously like, you know, just for the trailer and not for the actual game.
Oh.
But
Oh yeah, it is on. It is gonna be on Steam. Nice.
oh yeah, Halo. I think Halo Infinite and Master Chief Collection are on Steam. One thing I don't like, they don't have Halo 5 on Steam. I want them to be on Steam. I want it to be upgraded to Series X just because I want the FOV to be upgraded. It's the only Halo game that doesn't have an FOV that you can change, which I'm not a fan of. Not that, I mean, obviously FOV wasn't a thing around like the old Halo games, but one of the best changes for the Master Chief Collection was the FOV. I thought that was freaking awesome. But yeah, when this showed up and it was PS5, it was like, oh my god, like everyone was like, you know, freaking out, and I am too, don't get me wrong. It's coming 2026 though, which is absolutely insane, and I think it is absolutely crazy that, I'm not sure if this is, I don't think this is the one that was uploaded by PlayStation, but like, you know, PlayStation obviously also uploaded this, but getting in my recommended a thing of Halo Campaign Evolved, and like that's crazy. Like that's crazy, just seeing that in your recommended page where it's like, oh, PlayStation uploaded this. Like, that's absolutely insane. We live in this timeline right now. And I also want to mention, we did have a live stream before this. It kept messing up and it did not work. So this is why this is going to be recorded and uploaded later. So it is a bit different. So fortunately, we're not doing that anymore. It didn't work. But do you have any other thoughts before we go on to the gameplay, which is going to probably show a lot?
Yeah, I'll just like to mention, I've been doing my digging.
Yeah.
And I think, honestly, I think it looks great. For one, I just want to list my concerns. First, it's on PlayStation. That's obviously a big deal, but it's also kind of a concern. Like,
Yeah.
okay, where we're going with this is like, how they're going to change it for optimization for PlayStation, of course.
Yeah.
Like, it's obviously going to run better on, like, I don't know, I mentioned this before, I'll record Steam Deck, maybe, which is a portable little PC thing.
Yeah, you showed me that for the first time, or you told me about it for the first time, because I didn't even know that was what a Steam Deck was until, like, earlier when you messaged me.
Yeah, it's like it runs the Linux SteamOS, I do believe, and you can emulate on it, you can do a bunch of crap on it, but that's off topic, but back to Halo. Yeah, Campaign Evolve, what a weird name, but I'm very stoked.
Yeah. I mean, again, I'm still very worried. You know, Halo Studios, as you can tell on the bottom right there, is still like technically Halo Studios or 343 Industries. I would assume kind of it's just under a new leader. It's still under new leadership, and as far as I'm aware, that's a good guy that's under it right now, and they still have different employees. Don't get me wrong, and I am that kind of person where it's like, you know, it's like, oh, you know, what are they gonna do with Halo? And you know, I am an annoying fan when it comes down to that because you know I'm going to bring up a lot of problems here when the gameplay shows that I have, personally. But with that being said, yeah, that's... Wait, do you have anything else, or...
No, not really.
Okay, we're going to move on to the gameplay trailer side of things. In 3, 2, 1, we're going to start. Right here. And please, for the life of me, I think I mentioned this last time, be M for mature, don't be T for teenagers. Please.
It's rating pending right now.
The Covenant
Rated
believe
pending
that
right
what they
now,
call
but...
the silent
God.
cartographer is somewhere under this island. The
That's worrying.
cartographer is a map room that will
You can already... Sorry, what?
That the rating is pending, or what?
Yeah. That's what. I really want. I needs to be M for mature because if it's not going to be T for teenagers, then I don't know what they're doing. The Flood. We're not going to have a cool body horror that I want to see. You know, like I don't know. We need that. We need Marine blood, obviously. I mean, we have alien blood, but I don't really know how that works with. I don't even think because it's blue, so like, is it really gruesome at all?
Under this island.
You know, you can tell right there. Even like the trees are loading in a little bit. I noticed. Again, it's pre-release work in progress. And I think I mentioned this last video too, but like, you know, a lot of people seem to say this a lot of times where it's like, oh, you know, it's still a work of progress. This is an older build or something like that. So it's not as worrying because when the game comes out, it's not going to be like that, right? And then the game comes out and it's either just like that or it's worse sometimes. You know, and I feel like that was a situation where like Halo Infinite, I think, had that problem with like certain aspects of it to where it was like actually kind of worse, but also they did improve it a lot when they delayed it. So that was good, and especially graphics. So I do hope that they, you know, do good on it at least, you know, but I'm going to continue.
The cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's control center.
That looks great. Once again, the lag's a little bit here. I'm not sure if that was part of the thing or not, but like every time I play it, it lags during that part, I think. So, and the music sounds great. I think it's a remastered version of the original. The grunts have great designs, you know, similar to like Halo 2 Anniversary, I would say. Very similar to Halo 2 Anniversary. That's why it's like the Blur. It looks like Blur Studio cutscenes, you know, and it obviously is very different. And there's Fohammer. I don't know if we've seen a... Well, no, we have seen a cutscene with her once. Here's the gameplay now. And there's the backdub, oh god. Like I mentioned this, if I go back, the Magnum is a little bit darker. Not sure how I feel about that. Obviously, it's gonna be you're gonna be holding down LT to aim again, similar to Halo 5 and Infinite. You can tell right here the grunts are a little bit different. They have the more newer designs once again for Halo Infinite. So again, I'm just not, and I'm pretty sure you can even kind of see in the faces. It's really hard to tell, but in some of them you can kind of see the faces, and it looks a lot like Halo Infinite. Because again, I don't like the change of art style as to where if I'm gonna remaster this, it's gonna be similar. I mean, that they could have done that with like Halo 2 Anniversary, and thank God they didn't. But like Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary was a lot like Reach, which came out a year before, but it's like a lot of people didn't really like. Nothing's wrong with having some similar like aesthetics to Reach because it comes right after, you know, timeline wise, and like Reach is basically a prequel that leads into Combat Evolved. But like Halo 2 Anniversary, the only thing I remember from Halo 2 Anniversary that like they changed was like they had like a warthog. It's such a dumb thing to think about. Like the turret was changed into like the 343 Industries design, I believe, and I didn't like that. I know it's a small little thing, but like I don't like the little changes that they have to put in like based on newer things. Otherwise, everything was like great and like I would say new. It's not like they put like the Elite design from Halo 4 into 2 Anniversary. Halo 2 Anniversary's multiplayer, I would say, is a lot more like Halo 4, but it wasn't really like bad either. I don't think. I think the Elites were more closer to them, but yeah, I just want to mention this real quick. And I don't like the gun noises. I don't. The old Halo games have a specific design or a specific noise that comes with them. For the pistol, the assault rifle, or I should say the Magnum, not the pistol. Oh, it is whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. It's the Magnum, which is the most iconic gun. It still looks great. Don't get me wrong. It still looks great. And maybe I just have to get used to it. I like the noises. Don't get me wrong. I unironically do like the noises, but I don't like it being remade into that noise. If you get what I'm trying to say, I just don't like that. It just doesn't sound. It doesn't sound even close. It's like a much. I don't know if you say higher pitched. I feel like I like the AR sounds more than the pistols right now, but and also there's 32 ammo, which a lot of people are talking about lately. That there's 60 ammo in the assault rifle in the original, but now there's 32, which is very worrying. Which I'd like to mention also is oh, and there's a sprint. I don't like the sprint, but whatever, it's fine. You know, it's for newer people, it's fine. I just complain. But, and the sprint looks like really weird because it's like, I think it's the Halo 5 sprint actually, for the pistol. Plasma rifle looks nice. It's more like, again, it's more like Halo 2 Anniversary, I feel like. Or at least it reminds me for some reason, but maybe I'm thinking too much on it. And I have to mention it because it's hard to tell, but as we are going to go on, my biggest worry is the Jackal's design. Combat Evolved has my favorite designs for any of the Jackals. If I could just... Hold on real quick. As you can tell, this is like Halo Reach's design, and it's very close to, like, let's say, Halo 3's design. This is the design for the Jackals in Halo 2, and this is for Halo 4, which honestly I didn't really mind, but I also didn't really like either, honestly, the change, but it was, like, I guess a different species or whatever. And this is the one for Halo Combat Evolved. This is the original Halo Combat Evolved. I think there's actually, like, different... designs, like, wise, maybe it isn't, I don't know, but like it had like a thing over it, and also it had a different skull mouth and everything like that. And again, I think what we're seeing here, it's hard to tell right here, but I think what we're seeing here is a lot of like Infinite's design again, which none of the Jackals looked ever the same after Halo Combat Evolved, which in my opinion is the best versions of those. And I was really excited and looking forward to like, what would they look like in a remake form if they actually went back to that older design? And I was really hoping that they would do that, but I don't think they're doing that. You know, I will have to get a little bit closer to see what they, see, that's a little hard. I think that's Elite.
Somebody order a warthog.
That's pretty much, I think, the same. Oh, I love the Halo ring, seeing the Halo ring though. And, oh, there's the, I forgot what that planet is called, but it has like a specific name that you can see in every single multiplayer map. It's all in the same ring.
That will show us the location of Halo's control center.
And I think it looks great.
I've been able to pinpoint the main facility by cross-referencing Covenant survey data and religious texts. We were right. It's on this island. I've marked the entrance with a nav plate.
Turret is alright. Again, I'm curious as to how like the driving mechanic is going to be. I'm assuming it's still going to be the same as how Halo's driving usually is, which, you know, isn't like holding or down RT or anything like a lot of other games. Which I hope isn't the case, honestly, because Halo has that specific driving that is really fun without it. I don't like adding more buttons to it, I guess.
There, in the cliff wall. I'll bet the silent cartographer is somewhere inside that facility. They're already inside. We have to get in there and stop them before they learn
the gun effects are really, really cool, too. And here's the plasma rifle. I don't know how to feel about it. It looks a little weird. I don't know how to explain this one. It does have a different design, like, look on the screen than, like, any of the other ones, though, it feels. Maybe kind of more like Halo Reach, the most comparable to. I don't know how to feel about the sounds, again. I like the... Obviously, it looks really good there. And when we're getting into the Forerunner stuff here, I really like it. I like it a lot. The Forerunner design is more on tact, like...
putting up a real fight. The cartographer must be here.
Which people might
My
be...
analysis indicates that the map room should be at the bottom floor of this facility. Let's keep going inside.
But
Let them lock the doors.
Cortana, shut up! Which we have... So, like, the design of the Forerunner and everything like that, all the style and stuff is... I love much more. Again, Infinite is very similar, but...
I underestimated the Covenant's
that's what I wanted, you know?
Halo's subsystems.
Because Infinite was based... Yeah, and it looks darker there. I have to mention that. It looks much darker than it was in the Anniversary. The Anniversary did it really bad, in my opinion. It's too bright and too complicated.
Have you found the control center?
Negative, Captain. The Covenant have impeded our progress. We can't proceed unless we can disable this installation's security system.
Understood. We're still en route to the objective. I may be out of contact when we get there. Here are your orders. I want you to use any means necessary to force your way into the facility and find Halo's control center.
I think Captain Keyes is it the same? I don't know if it's the same lines or not. I really have to replay it. It's really hard to tell with the Jackals. It's really hard to tell. We need to get closer up with it to see. But so far, it doesn't look like it. It just doesn't. I also can't wait to run this on PlayStation 5. I think it's going to look great.
Into the interior of the island.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. It's still really hard to tell. Flying in the air. Oh my. Yeah, I do really like the blood glowing like that and being bright. I wouldn't like it if it was too dark, so I'm really glad that it's bright like that. Because in the original Combat Evolved, yeah, the graphics were just probably like that at the time, but it was, the blood was really bright. I think the brightest out of all the Halo games, I'm pretty sure. And now we see the Hunters. The Hunters, again, they look great. They look really, really good. It's hard to compare them from, like, all the other ones, but I'm pretty sure it's... I mean, I don't remember what the other Hunters looked like in the other games. But Combat Evolved, I think it's doing good with it. I also wonder, I wonder if they kill them... If you kill a Hunter from the back, which everyone usually does, obviously, with the Magnum. If you shoot a Hunter in the back with a Magnum, the first shot kills the Hunter, pretty much. It dies in one shot if you shoot its skin. And also this part, like, this part right here, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like the original, there's some spots in the Silent Cartographer that I feel like should be a little bit darker. Maybe it was just the lighting at the time and that just gives that vibe, I don't know, but, I mean, I guess it is kind of darker, it's just, I don't know. I was thinking maybe it would be, the trees. Makes no sense. I just don't like that sound. The reload animation, I kind of like though. It reminds me of, I mean, it goes back. But I also know that, like, Halo 5 had the multiplayer, Magnum, which looked, on my opinion, that looked the best. Because it pretty much kept it the same, simple stuff, which I don't mind them making a little bit of. And, oh yeah, the hit for the pistol is the same, except it's much faster. The animation, I mean. See, this is what I love. It's darker, you know? It's not as so bright, you know? And the utilization, hopefully, I don't know when they're going to show the flashlight or if they will. I don't know if it's on the screen here. I don't mind the UI. I never really cared much for whatever. Everything looks pretty good up there, I guess. The health bar looks okay. I mean, I don't really like it that much, but it's okay. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, he's not... Okay, can I go back? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the environment. Oh, okay, so it doesn't do it. It doesn't take out the Hunter in one shot anymore. I don't actually mind that. I don't know how other people feel about that, but I don't actually mind that. Because I feel like that was the thing that was really easy about the original.
To shut down the security system.
In all the other Halo games, the Hunters are harder to fight, especially Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite's Hunters are, like, extremely hard to fight, honestly. I like the entrance of the Elite when it shows up. And also, is the energy sword really small to me? I just feel like the energy sword looks really, really, like, much shorter in length. I don't know. I didn't think it too much.
Good. That should open the door that leads into the main shaft. We need to go to the main facility. Let's head back down the beach.
Mayday! Mayday! Dropship Bravo 22 taking enemy fire! Repeat, we are
Invisible Elites. They look really good.
Understood. We're on our way.
I'm glad they didn't. I hope that if they do this with Halo 2 or Halo 3, they need to add in dual wielding. I don't think they're gonna do that. Obviously,
Bravo 22 was bringing us some heavy weapons. After I saw we were up against Hunters, I thought you could use them.
That looks cool. I think the grunt's still in the air. That's awesome. I didn't know that until like Halo 3 ODST, where I was like, you hit the grunts and then that happens. But Sprint just looks so weird on the plasma rifle. I don't know, was the plasma rifle in Halo Infinite? I don't even remember. I don't think it was. I think the last time we actually seen the plasma rifle was in like Reach, I think. That's the last time we saw it, I think. That's crazy. So I'm really glad to see that come back. And I hate Bloom, I'm sorry. I always hate Bloom. The rocket launcher don't have no Bloom though, so that's great. I don't know why it would, but I don't like the rocket launcher noise either. That looks really nice. And the level of detail in this looks just phenomenal. Sorry if I'm yapping too much. I just feel like I have to because I don't know. I love this game. I really do. The original. It's one of my. It's in my top 10, maybe even top 5 favorite games of all time. So it means a lot to me. But, which is crazy. My favorite games of all time, like in the top 10, so many of them have already gotten a remake, and now this one is too. Doom hasn't got a remake. It's kind of did, but kind of didn't. It was like a reboot. But a lot of aspects of it was taken from the first game, obviously. So I haven't remade technically the first Doom. But and I don't want them to. So please don't do that, guys. Yeah, the jackals, they just look like infinite jackals. You know, I don't know how to feel about that. I don't really like that much. They have like a spark when you kill something. It's always satisfying to me. I never mind that. In fact, I wish they would add that like as an option, like the Master Chief Collection for like the older games. It's so satisfying for some reason. I don't know why. But just love the design, the Forerunner design. Again, I can't wait to see what the Flood looks like. It's gonna look so cool. More of that. I think it is the same music. I think it is. Which is awesome. That's what we wanted. I swear, in the anniversary, it's like I don't know if you've seen it, but it's just it's so bright and it's really distracting and ugly. I don't like it. But I still like the anniversary. That's something that is controversial. Oh, okay, there it is. Sorry. That took a long time, but there's Halo Campaign Evolved. Yeah. There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts, like, after all that? That's a lot of stuff, but...
The gameplay looks very good. I know that much.
Mm-hmm. I can't, like, wait to come back. I can't wait to go. Oh, my God. Look, I hate a lot of remakes, okay? I don't like a lot of remakes. But for one thing, this looks like at least they're not changing a lot. And actually, I wanted to do for this video before we end it again, I want to read through the description of the game, if that's okay, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here it is. This is based on the PlayStation 5 thing. This was sent to me, screenshot. Experience where the legend begins. Halo Campaign Evolved is a faithful yet modernized remake of Halo Combat Evolved's campaign. Experience the original story rebuilt with high-definition visuals, updated cinematics, and refined controls, plus three brand new prequel missions featuring the Master Chief and Sergeant Johnson. So that is, like, big. That is big. I was assuming they were going to have, like, missions in between, like, similar to, like, you know how there's, like, I don't know why I was thinking 2 betrayals. Like, there's a specific map, you know, where it's like you do it twice, right? But like, yeah, the 3 brand new prequel missions featuring Master Chief and Sergeant Johnson. So I'm curious as to, like, if they're gonna do that, like, as the game just starts, like the game starts off like that. I don't know if they're going to have the inclusion of, like, the novels being connected and putting those into there, which I hope they do, because, you know, Halo is really good with that usually. Connecting it with those more that the novels came afterward, and same with Fireteam Raven. I think that would be awesome if they had that in the remake. A broader arsenal of weapons, vehicles, enemies, and gameplay modifying skulls are optional modifiers that change combat in fun and challenging ways, add fresh tactics and endless replayability. Skulls are obviously, as you know, in all of the Halo games pretty much, so that's good that they're keeping all that. Play it your way solo in 2-player split-screen co-op. Console only. Okay, that's awesome. So they're not getting rid of co-op. They better not get rid of co-op, because they took that away, like, how many times in, like, the other games. So if they promise it now and they don't do it, that's going to be That's going to be bad. Or up to 4-player online co-op with full crossplay and cross-progression support. Whether you're discovering Halo for the first time or returning to the ring after 25 years, Halo Campaign Evolved delivers an adventure that feels both timeless and brand new. Discover the Ring World. After crash landing on a mysterious ring world known as Halo, the Master Chief is tasked with helping the remaining humans survive against overwhelming Covenant forces. Alongside his AI companion Cortana, he uncovers Halo's dark secrets and fights to avert the annihilation of all life in the galaxy. Key features, I'm going to move it. The complete campaign rebuilt battle through the original missions, newly rebuilt with enhanced level design, updated cinematics, and improved wayfinding. Refined to keep the pace moving without losing the wonder, tension, or heroism of the original. Cinematics and audio overhauled, iconic vistas, alien architecture, and sci-fi wonders are reborn with all new visual cinematics and animations, which is great. The soundtrack has been remastered. Okay, so it's been remastered. The sound design updated for greater immersion. So I'm curious if it's remastered in the same sense the anniversary is. I don't remember much that they changed. I don't know if they changed. Actually, I don't think Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary changed anything. I think it was Halo 2 Anniversary that did that. Either way. And new voice performances. Okay, yeah. This is what I heard. And new voice performances recording with the primary cast. So I'm assuming that's with most of the cast. I don't know if it's all of the cast, though. Combat and weapons expanded. Classic Halo combat feels instantly familiar, yet sharper than ever. Sprint, aim, and engage with refined precision. For the first time in Halo Combat Evolved, you can wield 9 additional iconic weapons from across the series, including the energy sword. Okay, that's awesome, actually, because we didn't get the energy sword to actually yield until up to Halo 2. The battle rifle, needle rifle. Holy crap, we get the needle rifle? Hold on, that's from Halo Reach. That's from Halo Reach. That's awesome. What the heck? Okay, the battle rifle started in Halo 2. Needle rifle, giving you more ways to approach every fight. What are the other 6? Okay, I guess we'll have to see what happens. That's awesome, actually. That's awesome. Needle rifles was only, I think, in Reach, though. Hold on, let me read this. 3 new prequel missions. Join the Master Chief and Sergeant Johnson in a brand new arc set before the events of Combat Evolved, featuring new environments, gameplay, characters, and enemies. They already said this. Play solo with friends, drive. Did they just copy and paste it? PlayStation, what are you doing? Wait, hold on. Did they just try? Okay, no, maybe they just, I don't know. I guess they wrote it again for some reason. But there's another one. Drive, hijacked, wreak havoc. Whether you're racing across the map in a Warthog or flipping it over with friends, vehicles have always been the heart of Halo's fun. Now they even go further. For the first time in Combat Evolved, you can hijack enemy rides and pilot. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think we saw that too in Elite trying to hijack. That was added in Halo 2, the original. Enemy rides and pilot a fully drivable Wraith. Awesome. Okay, that's awesome too. We didn't get a Wraith until Halo 2 either. Creating unforgettable chaos. Remix your campaign for endless replayability. Use the campaign remix feature to return to any mission and remix experience with the most gameplay modifying skulls ever. Okay, they already did this. I don't know why they had to add it like twice there. But yeah, that's the whole description. That is really, it's so weird because at first I was like, and I still kind of am like, I'm a little iffy on it, but like, and optimistic. Obviously, I think that's very important to keep on to. Don't get me wrong, but I am a lot more excited than like I first was. I guess I think it's gonna get like a lot of hate. Honestly, like I'm like I feel bad and I feel like a lot of it will be a lot of nitpicks from fans, and like I'm sorry, I'm gonna be one of them sometimes, just how it is, but I'm still really excited. I don't know what the price is gonna be. I'm assuming it'll probably be like maybe $60-$70 still. Hopefully it's not too much, but I probably will make it's a remake after all. It's not like it's a remaster. It's not, I wouldn't compare it to, since it's built from the ground up pretty much, I wouldn't compare it to Oblivion Remastered, which is like, I think already like, what, $50? The deluxe was like $60. So yeah, I'd assume that this might be the exact same price as, and they might need it right now anyway. It might be the exact same price as, most modern games, which is assumed to be $70 and $80 for whatever they're going to do in the deluxe edition. But also at the same time, they're not going to have a multiplayer, so I don't know actually. But the campaign is awesome. It's not like it's I'm not throwing any shade at Call of Duty or anything like that, but I think Call of Duty's campaigns are usually shorter, but Halo at its core was always campaign and multiplayer. It's not one or the other. It's been both pretty much. So Yeah, do you have any else thing else or?
No, no, not really.
Well, I think I'm gonna end it right there. I think we're both excited, or at least, or what is what is your meter from like 1 to 10 of excitement? I guess
Probably about a 5 right now.
a 5 right
I got
now.
other games. Yeah, because I got other games I'm excited for.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You know,
I feel that. Um, I don't know. I probably put it like a. I feel like I went from a 5 to like a 7 or 8. Maybe I'm hyping myself up too much because when like they show another trailer, I'm probably gonna low. It's probably gonna lower for some reason, and then it's gonna go higher again because like I don't know. It's one of my favorite games of all time, so that's like why it's like, and it's Halo, my favorite franchise. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna end it right there. Again, thank you for being here so much for showing up and you know, looking at this, watching it with me, and being on here. So, yeah, I guess Halo Combat Campaign Evolved. I'm never gonna get over and like try to remember that. It's coming out next year, and I don't know. Maybe it'll come out in November because the original came out maybe on November 15th. The original came out in November 15th, 2001. So maybe it'll do it on the what would that be? The 20. It would be the 25th anniversary. So there you go. I mean, that's actually, I didn't think about that. 2026 is the 25th anniversary of the franchise. So with that being said, thank you for everyone who is tuning in and watching. And yeah, I won't talk for so much longer. See you guys later. Bye.